A Christian visual arts presentation on relationship development. Relationships are defined as the way in which two or more people or organizations regard and behave towards each other. One must remember that relationships have echo. That is, what you say and how you act will be reflected back to you in the relationship. Ever ask the question, why do some relationships fail and others succeed? Which relationship do you find yourself in? One must first understand oneself before you can understand a relationship with others. How one answers the question of the origin of life will be of significant importance in determining your response to why you act the way you do and how you interact with others. Those who hold to the belief that life just happened from a big bang or evolved from some pond scum over billions of years ago will see life and relationships differently than those who believe that life was created by design. Those who believe that life just happened also believe that you only get to go around once in life and that when you're dead, you're dead. In the first book, the first chapter, and the first verse of the Bible, it says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." Those who believe in the Bible are given the assurance that this life is just the beginning of eternity. This presentation focuses on God, creation, and eternity. We find that each person lives in their own little box with a window to the world. As we look out of the window, we see the world from our point of view and wonder why people act the way they do. People look back at us through that same window and ask the same question. Why do you act the way you do? What do we know about man's actions? The psychology of man is based on the observation of man's actions. Psychologists have written volumes on the subject. Doctors make it their life's work to study why man acts the way he does. In 1955, two psychologists, Joseph Luff and Harrington Ingram, created the Johari Window. They found that people have four views in life: the public view, the private view, the blind spot view, and the unknown. The Johari Window is a technique used to help people better understand themselves and their relationship with others. All relationships start out in the public view. They found that we keep secrets about ourselves in our private view. As a relationship develops, we reveal into the public view secrets from the private view that others would not know about us. We're not aware of our body language and actions from our non-physical component that others see. That is why they're called blind spots. As our relationship with others develops, others tell us about our blind spots as they observe our behavior. As these blind spots are revealed, they will either deepen or destroy the relationship based on our response to what others tell us about ourselves. Now, the unknown area comes into play when emergency action is taken. It is not known how we will respond when a life and death situation occurs. As an infant, our window panes look more like this. We're aware of very little, and very little is known about us. As our awareness increases, the horizontal and vertical bars move towards the center. We find that there are two extremes in man's window on life. Some are a fountain of information, revealing their personal life to everyone who will listen, sharing details that are normally considered personal and private. The other extreme is the isolationist, who shares very little. This condition happens most often when there is a life-changing event that causes the person to withdraw into his private view and are now considered unsociable. Either they feel life is unfair and withdraw from society, or a broken relationship or a death that has caused emotional hurt to a point where they do not want to have that happen again. In the case of the isolationist, we find that type B temperaments are the ones who are most likely to be influenced by the emotional hurt. As we look out of the window to the world, we look through our private view. The first decision we have to make comes from our private view. What am I willing to reveal into the public view? Why would I want to reveal any of my secrets? Is there a fear that I may be rejected for revealing who I am? Rejection causes one to want to either fight or flee, depending upon one's temperament. One's private view will influence any relationship that you will have towards another. We find that there are 10 relationship attitudes and 6 types of relationships. The first attitude is self-centered, asking the question, what does this relationship do for me? This is the natural man's point of view because we're taught to look out for number one. If I don't, nobody else will. It's my way or no way. I win, you lose. The world is hostile, and I must be aggressive in order to make it. If I don't come on strong, no one will listen to me. I must prove I am right and you're wrong. Show me a good loser, and I'll show you a loser. This is the world's view. This attitude can be found in the first type, that of the general public, where there is limited interaction. The second relationship attitude is recognizing others may have some value, as long as they can do something for you. What can I get from them? This attitude is found most often in the business relationship. The third relationship attitude develops a relationship with others to fulfill one of your needs. We see this in the third type of relationship, that of friendship. The next 3 relationship attitudes are at this friendship level. The fourth relationship attitude is willing to help if they'll help back. It's still a me first attitude. And the fifth relationship attitude recognizes others have needs as well. This is the first level where we see a change in focus from me to you. The sixth attitude now focuses on helping others. And the seventh takes relationship development to a deeper level, in that it puts the needs of others ahead of your own. When you start putting others' needs ahead of your own, you've arrived at the family level. Now, the family level may be blood related, or it could be a social group or friend that you treat like family. The eighth relationship develops an even deeper level, in that it looks for ways to make the other successful. Fathers and mothers have made many sacrifices in order for their children to have a better opportunity to get a higher education. The mother and father who has made many sacrifices has reached the ninth level of relationship development and is willing to sacrifice for the children and others. This is the fifth type and is at the level of a soulmate, where you have a life commitment to care for others. John 15:13 tells us about the 10th relationship attitude. It says, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." This is the ultimate sacrifice, to give your life so that others may live. This raises several questions about relationships. First, do you have any relationship that you would consider a level 10? That is, do you have someone who would give their life for you? If your answer was yes, why? And if your answer was no, why not? The second question is, would you give your life for another? And again, the question is, why or why not? The answer is found in one word: love. How do you express love? Is it deep affection, fondness, tenderness, warmth, intimacy, attachment, endearment, devotion, adoration, idolization, worship, passion, adore, desire? That's what the dictionary says love is. What does the Bible say love is? Love is very patient and kind, never jealous or envious, never boastful or proud, never haughty or selfish or rude. Love does not demand its own way. It is not irritable or touchy. It does not hold grudges and will hardly even notice when others do it wrong. It is never glad about injustice, but rejoices whenever truth wins out. If you love someone, you will be loyal to him, no matter what the cost. You will always believe in him, always expect the best of him, and always stand your ground in defending him. The last phrase is the level 10 relationship, which always stands your ground in defending them. And this means to the death. So let me ask you, do you love someone according to the Bible's definition of love? Does anyone love you enough to stand their ground and defend you to the death? The Bible gives us the answer. It is found in the 6th level of relationship, that of a relationship with God. Jesus was willing to die on the cross for a relationship with you. We read in John 3:16, "For God loved the world so much that he gave his only Son, so that anyone who believed in him shall not perish but have eternal life. Jesus gave his life so that we could live. Jesus gives us the example of a level 10 relationship between God and man. So my question to you is, do you have a relationship with him? You must be able to look out your window on life and know who God is, and develop a relationship with him before you can have a successful relationship with others. In this series on relationship development, we'll look at developing a relationship with Jesus. For more information, visit us on the web at www.christianvisualarts.com. We wish to acknowledge those who assisted with the graphics in this presentation.